Hello, everyone. Welcome to myself and Jacob Dikelsky's senior recital, our music education adventure. Thank you to everyone here in the chapel right now. There are so many of you. And also those of you who are tuning in to the live stream. We're so excited to be sharing this musical journey with you all tonight. This recital symbolizes our crazy experience that has been the Lawrence University Music Education degree track. And both Jacob and I are showcasing work that we have put our hearts and souls into. The first piece tonight is from the Studio Ghibli film Howl's Moving Castle. I will be playing with Alex DeBello, Chris Chang, Alex Lewis, and Hannah Foote. This piece means a lot to me because I have watched this film countless times with my family, and it's one of my favorite symbols from my childhood. I've dreamed of arranging this piece for piano quintet and playing with some of my favorite people on my senior recital literally since I was a first year, so this is a dream come true for me. Without further ado, please enjoy Joe Hisaishi's Merry-Go-Round of Life. Sorry about the long set change, y'all. Okay, we're ready.
It didn't feel like an equinox. We stood on the cusp of change and just pushed forward. We grew with the world spread out before us, and in the same motion grew apart. We're new people now, metamorphosed with time. Did we shed each other when we shed our old skins? We were the king and queen of our kingdom, a strong bond that couldn't be broken. Time seemed to make us stronger until distance built a wall between us. I could have stood in that castle forever until the walls trapped me in. We're too strong to be contained. Our reign came to an end. Long talks in your equinox. We talked the night away. Oh, how I wish we stayed close. Moments passed us by in an instant. Who knew I'd take you for granted? Long talks in your equinox. We talked the night away. Oh, how I wish we'd stay close. Moments passed us by in an instant. What is the space between us? Punch-ins of X and Y. Our opposites made us closer. No one knew me like you did, and I hate that it's now not true. You skipped town while I stayed around, traded small town streets for big city beats. We ebb and flow like cool summer winds. I hope our seasons line up again someday. Long talks in your equinox. We talked the night away. Oh, how I wish we'd stay close. Moments passed us by in an instant. Who knew I'd take you for granted? Long talks in your equinox. We talked the night away. Oh, how I wish we'd stay close. Moments passed us by in an instant. What is the space between us? You are a big part of who I am, a past self I'm proud of. Our lives intertwine like bracelet strands, warm with love time and time again. I have faith that we'll still be friends, who can stand the test of time. I hope that soon we can meet again. We're both better than we've ever been.
Okay, so who's surprised that I'm singing at my senior recital? So am I. So our band is called Mindset. We're incredibly excited to be playing 3 original songs for you all tonight. So yeah, let me introduce you to the band. We have Michael Murphy on guitar, Ryan Erdman on the bass, and Hondo Valdez on the drums. Oh yeah, and I'm playing violin and singing and stuff, so cool. But yeah, so never in a million years did I think that I would be able to build up the courage to be able to write and perform my own music, let alone with some of the most important people in my life. But here we are. I want to take a second to sincerely thank my songwriting professor, Lauren Dempster. We had lessons together in the fall, and I emerged from fall term with the courage and confidence in my creative self and musicianship to be able to ask these 3 to write music with me. His guidance helped me emerge from the anxious shell I'd been living in, which barred me from my creative potential, and the growth that I've experienced as a result of our lessons has felt incredible. I'm beyond thankful that this project has been able to come to fruition and that I get to share this music with you all today. Our first song was called Equinox, which is a nostalgic song that I wrote about one of my dear friends who I was extremely close to in high school. I have to credit all 3 lovely humans on stage with me for writing the musical aspects of every song. They're all incredible, as you know. They really brought my ideas to life in ways that I didn't even know were possible. Our next song is one that I wrote while in lessons with Professor Dempster, which is actually the first song that I wrote that I truly felt proud of writing and like to some sense of completion. So this song is called Grayscale.
It's hard to see color in a grayscale, when your limbs feel weak and you look so pale. If you look out the window and all you see is rain, you walk through life and all you feel is pain. It's hard to see color in a grayscale. Red runs deep through the news today. Society always has violence on the brain. This blue pill world that we're living in perpetuates things that I'd rather forget. Watching the news scares me. Is this just a hateful place? Fixated on the bad doesn't make you feel sad. It's hard to see color in a grayscale, when your limbs feel weak and you look so pale. If you look out the window and all you see is rain, you walk through life and all you feel is pain. It's hard to see color in a grayscale. So what's wrong with me? seems. Why society is so meaningless? I hope and pray that tomorrow will be different. But how long will we have to wait? Outside I seem yellow, but inside it's blue. All I see is gray. Do you see it too? It's hard to see color in a grayscale. When your limbs feel weak and you look so pale. If you look out the window and all you see is rain, you walk through life and all you feel is pain. It's hard to see color in a grayscale. It's hard to see color in a grayscale. When you feel so tired and bound to fail.
Okay, thank you. Before we perform our last song, I just want to let you all know that there will be a short intermission before the second half of our recital, so don't go too far. But we will be setting up the stage for a concert band as fast as humanly possible, so that's really exciting. Thank you all so much for listening. I'd love to hear what you think about my writing, I guess, after the concert, since this is the first time that I'm showcasing music that is really personal to me. So, thank you. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to be able to share my inner self with you all, and to be sharing the stage with Hondo, Ryan, and Michael. So, yay! Our last song. Oh, thank you. Our last song is pretty different than the last two. Kind of goes a little harder. It came from a place of frustration. This is Expectations.
Fork in the track, make up your mind already. You say one thing and loop back like it's nothing. Who's in the driver's seat? Are your eyes on the road? I don't have time for all your contradictions. You say you're invested, but you're not. Your actions speak louder than your empty words. Now tell me, what do you want? Time to clear up your expectations. Check the rubric, check the box. I can't be something that I'm not. Please can you clear up your expectations? I'm barely tied together, please don't pull me apart. Try to understand what makes you tick. Benefit of the doubt. I'm not sure which hat you'd like me to be wearing. What are you on about? I feel like a puppet trying to escape an absent master strings. Where is your mind at? Please tell me, what do you want? I've got enough to give, yet you expect me to cater to your every whim. Things are asking you to do make any sense. Get yourself together before things get intense. Running on fumes, I've got nothing left to give, yet you expect me to cater to your every whim. I'm sick and tired of playing your little games. Get yourself together, please, my mind's up in flames. Time to clear up your expectations. Check the rubric, check the box. I can't be something that I'm not. Please, can you clear up your expectations? I'm barely tied together, please don't pull me apart. Time to clear up your expectations. Check the rubric, check the box. I can't be something that I'm not. Time to clear up your expectations. I'm barely tied together, please don't pull me apart. Right now I'm barely tied together, please don't pull me apart.
Okay, so we're gonna set up the stage for the concert band now, so don't go too far. Thank you.
Y'all can start tuning into whatever it is they're like playing. Hello, everyone. This is the Lawrence University Concert Band, the third out of the 4 ensembles we have in store for you all tonight. There are some minor changes in the program order, and we're actually going to do 5 songs, not 4, so get excited. I'm going to do a lot of thank yous later, but can we give one hand to this amazing band? We had a total of 3 hours of rehearsal for all these songs, and they sound so good. It sounds so good. So you just heard The Red Balloon by Anne McGinty, and while the ranges and notes are playable by really young musicians, some of you might have noticed we modulated like 10 times in the span of like 2.5 minutes. We kind of floated around just like a balloon. Music for young bands doesn't have to be like dumbed down, it just has to be written really elegantly. This theme of simplicity and elegance is what all these 5 pieces focus on. The next piece we're going to play is Ember Skies by Kevin Day. This piece depicts a sunrise. It starts really quiet, then it gets louder as the sun starts rising, and then we hear bells ringing to bring in the new day. Kevin Day also writes a lot of jazz piano music, so while a lot of the chords here are pretty like middle school band kind of level, there's a couple jazz-themed wrenches he throws in. So this is Ember Skies. All right, now the next piece we're playing is by Anne McGinty, the same composer who wrote the first piece you heard. One fun fact about Anne McGinty is that now she has since moved on from writing band music, and now she writes challenging music for brass and woodwind chamber music. She now also works closely with Bill Reichenbach and Alex Isles, both of who are really big movie people, and you've heard them on Star Wars and that kind of stuff. So now we're going to do something a little interesting. Before we play Canterbury Overture for real, I just wanted to share something we did in our dress rehearsal today. I'm just going to take it first, like 15 bars. So start Okay, so when we did this in rehearsal today, I think there were a lot of giggles, and there were right now too. I think that like playing bad sometimes allows us to remember that like we're all at different points in our musical journey. You know, a lot of us sounded really bad sometimes, and all of us were middle schoolers. And I think too often we kind of feel shame for not being perfect enough in our music. So I think in my opinion, perfection is good. Like that's not a bad thing. But we shouldn't like let our pursuit of perfection take away from the joy of music. Like, we didn't create these instruments and all this kind of stuff for it to be sad. We created it for it to be fun. And I think that's what it's all about. So, yeah. So this is Canterbury Overture by Anne McGinty. Awesome. So now we're moving to the piece that isn't on your program. We're going to play Morten Lordson's O Magnum Mysterium. So this piece is harder and more significant than the other pieces that you kind of heard in the band world, at least. The reason that O Magnum Mysterium isn't printed on the program is because I only thought of performing this piece 6 days ago. What happened was I was really, really excited about our first rehearsal with these people, and I was like, it would be really fun if we just added one more piece and just had a little bit more fun with this. And after talking with Dr. Mast, I sent an email to everybody around 11 p.m. last Tuesday that explained my internal monologue via email, and I thought we could pull it off. Again, I just want to share with you how grateful I am for these musicians. These people are all willing to go on this wild adventure, and I think that we need more of that in this world. Like, these people are the kind of people that respond to an email titled Music Education Adventure Recital with 3 question marks. And I think that we need to just go for it. Just go on these mystical adventures even when we don't know what's actually going to happen. And I feel like we've created so many fun memories with such little rehearsal time, and I can't thank them enough. All right, now a bit about this piece. So Lordson meant for this to be a quiet song of profound inner joy. He also wrote that it took him a really long time for him to reach this level of simplicity. And I think this idea ties in with the ideas of all of our other kinds of music. So I think that just like the idea of like elegance is just so important. Like, so in origami, you don't just like take a vow to like never make an origami crane once you've kind of like mastered how to do it. And I think the point isn't really mastery, but like the experience of playing and enjoying the music itself. And it doesn't matter if you're folding something really easy or really hard. All that matters is just like the way that you get there and how it all happens. And I think this rings true in the musical world as well. This is O Magnum Mysterium by Morten Lauridsen. All right, thank you so much. This is going to be our last piece for the concert band, and then we have some chamber music, which will be fun. This is by Chloe Rollins, and she's a jazz trumpet player and part of the Westerlies, which is a brass quartet that fuses jazz, folk, and avant-garde and other kind of ideas together. This piece is called When All of This Is Over, which she originally wrote for her brass quartet. I commissioned Chloe to arrange this for this ensemble with the help of the Lawrence Senior Experience Grant, and this is the premiere of that arrangement. And it was really helpful working with Chloe, and I really hope that she writes music for concert bands in the future. And I want to dedicate this performance to Alex Dikelsky, who is my identical twin. Alex introduced me to the Westerlies and a lot of other really cool groups. Alex, I have no idea where I would be if I didn't have you in my life, but I'm so thankful you are here. We've had so many experiences together, from Destination Imagination to our Dorian summer camp escapades to listening to all those groups perform at Superstate and so much more. Alex, I love you so much. I'm so excited to hear about your adventures in Seattle and beyond. And this is When All This Is Over by Chloe Rollins. right, there are a lot of people who made this possible. So first, a massive thank you to my parents for being really great. Your support through literally every aspect of this, from driving me to trombone camps, helping with logistics to make sure I can actually play at concerts back in the day, and taking me to hear really cool events helped me so much on my journey. Dad, it's been really fun to hear you sing and also see the Mojo Daddies and the other guys and all your fun stuff you all do together. Mom, it's always fun to hear you sing solo and with Aunt Mary and Aunt Sue, and it's also so fun to play janky piano duets with you. You all are super great musicians, and I'm so excited whenever I hear you guys do music. Also, thank you again to Alex for being a really awesome twin and generally being you. Also, thanks to my aunts, uncles, grandparents, great aunts, and cousins for being super cool in your various ways. I love you all so much. I still have a lot more left. Okay, so I also I also want to thank my friends, past and present. I especially want to thank my old DI buddies. In those days, I thought I was going to be a programmer person, but obviously there have been some changes since then. You all are leading such cool lives now, and I'm so excited to see what y'all are going to do. I also want to thank my buddies here at Lawrence for being really cool. Quite a few of you have actually played in multiple ensembles that we heard tonight, and I just love making music. Everybody at Lawrence, I just appreciate you for putting up with my wackiness. And I also want to thank various music education people in my life. At Lawrence, I want to thank Tim Albright for helping me on my various adventures. Adventures in the life of trombone. Leela Pirtle and Dean Pirtle for being freaking amazing and helping me rethink everything that music is and what it can be. Dr. Rao for helping me out in symphonic band, and just like you've heard a lot of the musicians there, and everybody sounds really good. I also want to thank Dr. Mast for helping me get a better understanding of what conducting is all about and going along with me on all these weird adventures, including adding Magnum Mysterium 6 days before the actual recital. I also want to thank Professor Mizrahi for coaching the mixed quintet you're about to hear. He has so much wisdom about contemporary music and just music in general, and we really loved working with him. And I also loved working with him and Professor Lesser with Music for All, and it's helping me learn how important service is to what we do as musicians. I also want to thank Alvina Tan and Brent Hauer for their amazing knowledge of how the chapel works and helping me with everything that happened tonight. Thank you to Julia Jackson for dealing with all my wacky room requests. I have sent her probably over 200 room requests in the past 3 years. And a lot of these were titled A Middle School Wind Band Adventure, Cello Extravaganza, or Sock Monkey Coaching. We're the Sock Monkey Society, by the way. And I also want to thank some really important educators that have shaped the way that I think about music. And my band directors and jazz directors, specifically Ms. Bollinger, Mr. Swartzloff, Mr. Gore, Mr. Kernstadt, Mr. Helvey, Mr. Barclay, have all been so wonderful in helping me grow as a musician. Last, but definitely not least, I want to thank Colleen Bayonetto for being an absolutely amazing trombone teacher and really cool human being. I hope that when I go out into the world, I can have your skills as a musician and teacher. I also want to thank the whole Merit School of Music for being really helpful in developing a cool culture for music. All right, Mindara.
Hi, I also have a million thank yous. So first, I really want to reiterate thanks to Brent Hauer, Alvina Tan, Julia Jackson, and Professor Mizrahi, because this recital would not have been able to come together without all of their help. You all are amazing, so thank you so much. Yeah, feel free to clap. Woo! Okay, so first, a thank you to my family, for supporting not only my journey as a musician, but also as a human being. Mom, thank you for being a fantastic chauffeur until I got a car, helping me with deciding what to wear for concerts and always doing my hair when I was growing up, because those were always fun times, kind of stressful, but you know. Singing along to Jack Johnson CDs together in your car when I was little, for always being a kind, supportive, and loving person. Dad, thank you for giving me your sick music taste, and for always being a huge support system, even when I was super dramatic as a teenager. I love talking about music with you, and I'm so thankful that we can share such a big part of our lives with each other. Also, thank you for not letting me quit violin in middle school. That would have been really bad. I want to thank my Nana and Bampa for always showing their love and support at every concert while I was growing up, and even now still. And for making sure I had violin lessons and driving me to them like all the time. And for just being such a big part of my life. I loved playing violin for everyone at our holiday dinners as a kid, and I know that I would still do it for you if you asked me to. So thank you to my grandpa, aunts, uncles, and cousins for always being so supportive, coming to my concerts, and it really just means a lot to me that you're interested in what I do and wanting to support my endeavors, so yay. And finally, a thank you to my younger brother for being the best brother in the whole wide world. You're so cool, and I'm so proud of you for being you. I'm so thankful that you still like doing music things together, just like when we were little. So, yay. Love you, buddy. I also want to thank all of my friends that I've made throughout my life. Every single one of them has shaped who I am in little ways that only they could. So I'm endlessly thankful for the impact that everyone has had on my life. To all of my Lawrence friends, you are some of the most amazing people that I've ever met. And I can't wait to see you make all of your dreams come true. I'd love to thank my past music teachers, especially Mrs. Beachy, Miss J.H., Mrs. Stingle, and Mr. Smith. Your wisdom and guidance helped me to figure out that music education is my passion and my calling, and have helped to mold my musicianship in such a positive way that helped me get to where I am today. I had such a solid patch of grass to bloom from when I began my journey at Lawrence, and it's all thanks to them. Also, I'd like to thank my violin professor, Samantha George, for being such a fantastic studio professor. You have been so supportive of all of the different parts of my musical experiences at Lawrence, and I'm incredibly thankful that you didn't feel the need to tie me down into the world of violin. My branching out has helped me to love playing the violin even more. Hopefully you can see that today. But I couldn't have done it without your support. I've learned a lot of amazing organizational skills from you also, which I will carry with me forever. To Dean Pirtle, thanks for making the conservatory such a supportive and welcoming environment for people to grow and thrive in no matter what they're interested in. This recital with all its different components wouldn't be possible without a dean like you. You inspire me and everyone else in the con endlessly. Oh, there's more. I also want to thank all of my music education professors, especially Dr. Matthew Arau, Dr. Steve Seek, Professor Brigitte Miller, and Professor Leela Ramagopal Pirtle. I've learned so much from their incredible guidance over the past 4 years, and I'm so excited to take all that I've learned from them into the real world as I begin student teaching in the fall. I especially want to thank Leela for just being such an inspiring mentor to me. Being able to dance with you in King of Vivo and play with you in Samba, as well as be a part of the music education team during the Mile of Music, has been some of the most important and transformative experiences for me during my time at Lawrence and my time as a human being. You've changed the very way that I think about musicking, and in the most positive way, and I will carry your wisdom with me everywhere I go. So thank you so much, Leela. This is the last one. Finally, I want to thank Jacob for taking on such a crazy journey with me to get a recital ready, planning pretty much everything and being super organized, and for being such an amazing friend. I'm beyond thankful that we could share this recital together, and yeah. Okay, this is our last piece. The first one was Sound of the Light by Missy Mazzoli. I don't remember if that was said, but yeah, we're the Sock Monkey Society, and we're about to play a piece by Esperanza Spalding called Espera.
We have some food outside too. This is very recent. My parents are gonna help with that, so yeah, it's out there.